A final coming up next in the women's 200 free, and should be very compelling. 8 of the 9 swimmers are Americans, so a big window into the American performance here in the 200 freestyle coming up in this A final. Missy Franklin will be in lane number 4, the 16-year-old, big prodigy for USA Swimming. Won the 100 free last night, courtesy of the Natalie Coughlin disqualification. But Franklin, up and coming, and just turned 16 a little over a month ago. She's been around for a few years now, but just getting to the point where she feels comfortable at this level with some of the other big-name swimmers around her. Says it took her a while, but now she's pretty comfortable, poised, and confident.
We introduce our finalists here for the women's 200-meter freestyle. Swimming in lane 1,
as we go lane by lane, Allison Schmidt, the Pan Pac champion. She'll be on the World Championship team for the U.S. Lane number 2, fellow American Kate Dwelly out of nearby Stanford University. Ariana Kukers in lane number 3. Gold medalist from the 2009 World Championships in the 200 IM. Missy Franklin, the aforementioned native of Colorado, in lane number 4. Morgan Scroggie in lane 5 at the Pan Pacs last year. Took silver in the 200 free. Top qualifier here this evening in Santa Clara. Ronnie Barrett in lane number 6, the only non-American. Barrett, the 22-year-old from Australia. Barrett, second best time in the world this year. Dana Vollmer in lane number 7, also part of the U.S. contingent on the World Championship team in this event for Shanghai. Jasmine Toski in lane number 8, the 17-year-old from Palo Alto.
Silver medalist in the 200 butterfly.
And finally, lane number 9, the other American, one of the 8 in the field, Kathleen Hersey, 21-year-old from Atlanta, an Olympian from Beijing in 2008.
This is a terrific final here, Steve. Really, really good final, front to bottom, and only 0.8 of a second separates the top 8 swimmers coming in, so, or top 9 swimmers. So this is really a close final here. You've got Allison Schmidt up there in lane number 1. She's the American record holder, the World Championship silver medalist, and she comes in ranked 8th in the race. So really, this is wide open right here.
Only behind the world record.
Often seeing that. Lane number 1 for the American record holder, but she has the lead at the turn.
Out first is going to be Schmidt, 27.62.
See Schmidt at the very top of your screen. She's kind of sandwiched out there in that sun. The last 2 lanes really have the sun. So she breezed to her right, Steve, on the way home. So she'll be able to see the field, especially at this vantage point right here when she's in the lead. So she knows where she's at. She's got a good view of the field. Watch Missy Franklin, though. Very good back half swimmer as well. Both of them very good on the back half of the race. Boy, Kate Dwelly up there in lane number 2 having a good race. Don't forget Dana Vollmer. Bronte Barrett was, you said, the second fastest in the world this year coming in.
Allison Schmidt still has the lead in lane number 1. Kate Dwelly right next to her in lane number 2. She is swimming second.
And she did what she didn't do in the 400 earlier when she really did not take it out. Nobody really took it out in the 400. Well, she did in the 200. She went out for it in the first 100. And boy, it's really paying off for her now. She still has that lead. And she's got that great view looking to her right. She can see everybody coming home now. And especially she wants to keep an eye on Missy Franklin and Bronte Barrett.
Allison Schmidt going for her second win of the weekend in Santa Clara. Already a victor in the 400 free. And coming to the wall, it's going to be close. She's getting a challenge from 2 other swimmers, but Missy Franklin is unable to close it down at the end. It is Allison Schmidt who gets the win. Ronnie Barrett came up to finish second, and it was Franklin third. So a couple of different swimmers with some good closing speed. Franklin, Barrett, but Allison Schmidt just about a wire-to-wire winner here in the 200 free.
And that finally puts an American in the top 10 in the world this year. She slips in there. Now she's 8th fastest in the world for Allison Schmidt. I'm really proud of Allison, though. I really am, Steve. The way she attacked that race early on, you can see the start right there. All the swimmers coming in, doing that quick little 4 or 5 dolphin kicks to help that break to the surface. But look at Schmidt there at the very top. Believe me, Bronte Barrett was coming home like a freight train and almost caught her at the end. Same with Missy Franklin. Both of them had great back halves. Only 17/100ths of a second separated Schmidt and Barrett. But really, I was really impressed with the way Allison attacked that race early.
Allison, apparently also very pleased as she joins us from downstairs.
Like I said, Allison, really just, I was just so impressed with the way that you showed no fear that first 100. Was that part of the plan?
I was just going to take it out. I knew I was the end lane, so I was just going to take it out and see where it took me.
Well, it was such a terrific field. What do you think the difference was? Was it that first 100?
I actually honestly didn't see anyone in the whole race, so I was just trying some round race.
How excited are you now about China?
I'm really excited. I mean, this is a great start to be at right now. It's a lot better than where I was last year, so I'm just excited to see where it takes me at Worlds.
Well, congratulations on this race. Way to go.
Thank you, and happy birthday to my mom.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Mom.
All right, a very delighted Allison Schmidt. Her second win of the weekend in Santa Clara. Fellow American Missy Franklin rounding out the podium. Bronte Barrett, who, if the race was maybe a meter or two longer, could have pulled out the victory. Good closing speed for the Aussie as she finishes second. You don't often see the victory coming from lane number 1, but that was the case here in the women's 200 free with Allison Schmidt. Looks like she was really the only one swimming in complete sunshine the entire way. Again, this is the only pool on the Grand Prix circuit that's an outdoor facility. So you get late in the evening and you get some sun, some shade as the shade slowly creeps across the pool.
I think that's a good point, Steve, and that's why Allison said she couldn't really see anybody. Normally having that big lead, I thought maybe she could, but she's looking right into the sun. And that's just so difficult sometimes, especially for backstrokers, obviously. But being on that outside, 6 of those lanes, 7 of those lanes were in the shade, but she just happened to draw that outside lane.
Can maybe add a little stress, but again, it can also calm you down because you can then just swim your own race when you know that's all you're able to do. Allison Schmidt gets the win. The 200 free to go along with her 400 free victory from yesterday, and the men back in the pool for their turn after this.